we line up the hole in the main gear with the hole in the bottom of the shaft and put our bolt and nut through, and that's our head mounted onto our model. Okay, and there we have the main gear bolted in place, and as you can see, the rotor head inserted down through our bearing blocks. You can probably also see these bearing block screws are not done up at this point, and now that we've got our main shaft inserted in there, it's a good time to do those up. The manual actually shows placing the frames without the undercarriage installed onto a glass surface, so it's completely straight before doing those up. That's a little bit of overkill really for what we need. We only need this shaft to be running true in the bearing block so it doesn't knacker the bearings. So now's the time to Loctite these and do them up tight. Something else just to mention is you want to check if you've got any vertical play in your shaft. In other words, can you move it up and down? On this machine I can't. If you can, in the kit there are these little shims which you can put underneath this piece on the mast. There's like a little step in the mast here, and you put these underneath it, and that will shim any end play out. Typically what happens is when you first install these, they're nice and tight, and then after it's been run for a while you get a little bit of vertical play in here, and then normally one shim in there will sort it out. Okay, with our main shaft now installed, we can start putting control rods on. All the control rods in this build have been made to the length specified in the manual. We aren't installing the servos, but I have here all of the servo rods made up according to the lengths in the manual. 2 of these for each servo because it's a push-pull system. We've already got one linkage on our mechanics already, which is the elevator A-arm. These 2 are the ones that go on the control horns either side of the CCPM control shaft, and these connect up to the swash plate. So I'll put those on and just show you our swash plate connected to all of the various control horns. Okay, so here's the linkages I just showed you installed onto the control horn here. We've got our A-arm already installed, and then the one exactly the same as this is installed around here on the other side. At this point I haven't secured the front elevator A-arm, and I'll show you how to do that shortly. Okay, so when you come to set up your phasing, which is your A-arm, what you want to do is you want to get your flybar, and you need to center it so that the flybar is running directly down the middle of the machine. So if I just come up above here, you can see if I just tilt this like that, the flybar is running directly down the length of the machine. You need to get that absolutely perfect. And then once you've got that absolutely perfect and that is running the length of the machine, the next thing to do is to line up the 2 balls here on the front of your swash plate so that they are exactly aligned, and you do that by moving the elevator A-arm left or right on the shaft. And once those line up perfectly and your flybar is running directly down the center line of the machine, you tighten up the grub screw here, and that's your phasing set. Okay, and the last task, fitting the canopy. In order to do that you need to build up the grommets and glue those. It's a very simple process. So I've just done that and fitted the canopy. Just lean the model forward. You can see I've fitted the supplied aligned carbon blades that come with the 700 LE using the supplied large blade bolts and nylock nuts. And from a mechanical build point of view, apart from fitting a muffler, which we haven't done in this build, and it's not really part of building the 700 LE anyway, it's not part of the kit. Apart from that, that's the machine mechanically built, and it's ready for radio gear installation, which I'm not going to cover in this particular build video.